Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you this fine, crisp Monday morning? So, if it's Monday morning, guess what? I'm here now, okay? I'm here. I want you to join me, and I want you to just go ahead and tag somebody if you will. If you've joined me this morning, go ahead and tag somebody and say, hey, she's here. She is here. She is here right now. Listen. Go, wow, listen to that. Go ahead and tag somebody and let them know I'm here. But on this Monday morning, Monday matters. What are the things that matter this Monday morning? What's going on that's going to help us get through this week? One of the things we're going to talk about this morning, showing compassion and gaining peace. Show compassion so you can gain peace. I'm going to be right back. I want you to go ahead and tag somebody, drop their name in the comments or chats. Come on, join me. Told you I was coming right back, and I'm here. Good morning, people of God. How are you? Listen, world, this morning we want to know how to show compassion. Because when we show compassion, we gain peace. Don't you believe me? When we show compassion, we gain peace. And yesterday we talked about no compassion, no reward, but you will get some type of reward now. You won't get the reward you think you're going to get if you don't know how to show compassion. We talk about this thing, compassion. How do we learn to be compassionate? Where does this thing called compassion come from? How do we show others that we care and we're sympathetic to whatever they're going through? Even if it's someone we don't like, more so. If it's an enemy or somebody we call a frenemy, as they say, wow. We just make up all kinds of terms and we think they make sense. But showing compassion gains you peace. I always talk about being unsettled in the spirit. I don't like it. I don't like that feeling. Y'all know that feeling we used to get when mama was going to get us because we know we did something and she's found out, or we think she's going to find out? That's the thing we feel when we've done some things and we know God knows, okay? He doesn't have to find out because guess what? He knew before you did it. So, how and where do we learn to be compassionate? Even when folks have messed up, when they've done some things, listen, compassion versus peace. I'm going to go ahead and just be compassionate, be sympathetic. Hey, when I'm talking about being compassionate, I'm showing concern for your suffering or your misfortune. Don't thrive on others' misfortune. Don't thrive on the fact that they messed up. Don't thrive on the fact that they had that job for 25 years and they did one wrong thing. Hey, and at that moment they got caught doing that thing, it changed their whole life. Don't you thrive on that. You've got to be sympathetic to it. And you've got to pray for them and pray them through. And hey, sometimes when we see people going through, we so quick to, hey, yay, go with you when the party is good. We're so good to be with you when things are up. When you're the limelight, when you're in the cameras, we're so good to support you. But what happens when you go down? What happens? Compassion versus peace. Are we empathetic and sympathetic, or do we cut you up and cut you down? As bosses, sometimes on this Monday Matters, those of you who are in charge of anybody, anything, you may have to let someone go. You may have to release someone from their position. Somebody says it's not good being fired. It's not good for a person to lose their job. But if you're going to keep your job, sometimes this has to happen. But can you do it with compassion? Can you do it in a manner that's not degrading to them? Can you do it in an encouraging way to say, hey, listen, this is what I have to do because I'm under command and demand to do it. But do you know? Let me share your strength with you. Let me encourage you that you will go on. You will gain something else. And whatever mistakes you made now, learn from those mistakes. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over again. Somebody's going to think something's wrong. So when we show compassion and we gain peace, listen, because what we're doing is causing that person to feel better about whatever that mess is they're in. We got to show compassion, but we also have to tell the truth. We have to be honest. Listen, peace, I want my peace, y'all. It's tranquil. It's freedom from disturbance. You want a definition for peace? Freedom from disturbance. I just want to live my life out in peace. I just want to enjoy what God has blessed. I just want to be able to focus on Him daily. And while I'm focusing on Him, I'm making sure that I'm not leaving my brother or sister behind. Listen, Shirley Caesar wrote a song years ago. He'll give you peace in the midst of a storm. Peace in the midst of a storm? Can you imagine a storm that's going to take your city out? That's going to take your house down to look like matchsticks? Can you imagine a storm that has come through and you've lost family member after family member in 3 weeks? Can you imagine a storm where your son just got shot? While he was shot down, then the mother of the son who did the shooting, your son is now locked up for life. Can you imagine finding peace in the midst of those storms? Can you imagine that there is peace because there is something called compassion? And so even to that mother whose son or daughter did that thing that took that life, you've got to show some compassion. You've got to make sure that you're sympathetic for their suffering as well. You know, when we go into these courtrooms, when things have happened, everybody's looking at the person who's on trial and they're never considering the family of that person. They didn't do this thing, but they have to suffer through this thing as well. So Monday matters. Today and this week, you can make a difference in the life of somebody who's going through, who's suffering. Because guess what? When you're on that long end of the stick and it's you that's suffering, it's you that's going through, you want some compassion. Let me give you Matthew 16:27 to help you. For the Son of Man, Christ, shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he, Christ, shall reward every man according to his works. Listen, let your works on this Monday matters this week. Set it up to be compassion. Let your works be that which builds up and does not tear down. Look back and see what you've messed up and fix it. You need to fix it. If you're realizing at this very moment that you were in a situation where you didn't show compassion, I don't care if the other person was coming for you or coming at you. You should show compassion. It makes you the better person, first of all. It causes you to really stay focused in God. But most of all, hey, show compassion. Gain some peace. Because you're going to be thinking about that thing. And I charge you to think about it if you didn't do it. Oh my goodness, who is that? Listen, I charge you to go forward and not be released from that thing until you release that thing. You got to let it go. Because guess what I'm doing this morning? Looking out for your soul, my soul, and their soul. Hey, that's my 9 for 9, people. I've got to go. Before I go, oh my goodness. Good morning, Sister Carter. Good morning, Pam. So good to see you this weekend. Love you, love you, love you. Good morning to you, you, and you. I see Jolene is here with us. Good morning, Trey. I see you. Good morning. That's right. Send me up those hearts. I love you guys. I love you all. On this Monday Matters, take it into the week now. Show compassion. Gain peace. Hey, that's my time. I've got to go. Oh, man, it goes by so fast. But before I go and I start my day, hey, y'all know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to go ahead and pour myself my cup of, I've got an apple cinnamon this morning. I want you to join me in a cup of positively, positivity. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Hey, and thank God for the technology working this morning.